For those looking for the absolute best performance from a 2023 Windows laptop, the Asus Scar 16 offers everything that you could possibly want, from top-tier performance to an incredible display and solid rugged build. The 24-core Intel Core i9-13980HX is currently Intel's best laptop CPU and one of the fastest gaming CPUs. Its performance is quite close to even desktop CPUs like the Core i5-13600K in terms of gaming. The 8 performance and 16 efficiency cores make me happy knowing that you get peak desktop performance in laptops now. When it comes to the graphics card, it is paired with the Mobile RTX 4090, which is the best GPU for any laptop. The Mobile RTX 4090 comes with a massive 16GB of GDDR6X VRAM and can rival the desktop RTX 4080 in terms of performance. Speaking of performance, the RTX 4090 can play any AAA game including Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty, Remnant 2, Control, Doom Eternal, The Witcher 3, and The Last of Us at 4K, and very high settings at 60 frames per second or more. The best part about the RTX 4090 is that you can play any game with ray tracing enabled as well. The Asus Scar 16 is already equipped with 32GB of DDR5 RAM clocked at 4800 mega transfers per second. Even though the i9-13980HX can support faster RAM, there is no way to overclock the RAM. Still, this is an excellent pairing for a premium gaming laptop. Both RAM sticks are upgradable up to 64GB if you are thinking of using this laptop for more productivity-intensive applications. For storage, Asus installed a pair of ultra-fast 1TB PCIe Gen 4 NVMe SSDs in RAID 0 for maximum speed. The speeds on the individual drives are very fast at 7GB per second for reading and 5GB per second for writing. RAID 0 makes the entire operating system and transfer speeds feel even faster. Aside from the performance of the Asus Scar 16, it is the display that is my next favorite part. Asus calls their display Nebula Display HDR, which is a 16-inch mini LED 240Hz screen with a resolution of 2560 by 1600. It is a stunningly beautiful, vivid, and bright display thanks to it reaching true HDR levels of brightness at 1100 nits. Whether you're gaming, watching movies, or video editing, this display is everything you could possibly want. It isn't going to have the perfect blacks of OLED, but the blackness level of mini LED combined with true HDR makes it unbeatable, and it even has Pantone validation and full 100% DCI P3 coverage. I honestly don't have any complaints about this laptop aside from a few minor design concerns. The RGB LED strip is frankly annoying and makes the laptop look cheap. Also, while I have no doubt about the build quality, it needs quite some improvement in design. Having a stereotypical gamer look could sway a lot of people from one of the best laptops available. Besides the looks, the port selection should have been more impressive than it currently is. You get a combo audio jack, an HDMI 2.1 port, 2 USB 3.2 Gen 2 Type A ports, a USB 3.2 Gen 2 Type C port that supports DisplayPort and power delivery, a 2.5 gigabit Ethernet port, and a Thunderbolt 4 port. While this is a good selection of ports to begin with, the laptop needs a few more USB 2.0 ports for a mouse and an SD card reader. A few more added ports would have definitely completed the entire package. In conclusion, the Asus Scar 16 is my top choice for a gaming laptop in 2023 if money is not a concern. Thanks to the Intel Core i9-13980HX and Mobile RTX 4090 graphics card, it is perfect for gaming and productivity, and the 16-inch screen is currently in the league of being one of my all-time favorites. To sum up what I like is the great displays with deep blacks and true HDR. The battery is long-lasting despite overpowered hardware, the rugged design with excellent cooling, and the laptop comes pre-installed with PCIe SSDs in RAID 0 for maximum speed. On the downside, average port selection despite having Thunderbolt 4, the DDR5 RAM does not clock higher than 4800 mega transfers per second, the design is not ideal, especially the RGB strip. Our rating for design is 8 out of 10, cooling 9 out of 10, performance 9.5 out of 10, screen 9.75 out of 10, value for money 8 out of 10 for an overall rating of 9 out of 10.